Welcome to Just Listen Books channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo is a guide to decluttering your home and life, emphasizing a unique method known as the KonMari method. The book is structured to take the reader through a step-by-step process of identifying what items in their life spark joy and deserve to be kept, and how to properly organize and store these items. In the introduction of The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, Marie Kondo sets the stage for her unique approach to decluttering and organizing, which she names the KonMari method. This method diverges from traditional tidying techniques by emphasizing a singular criterion for deciding what to keep in your life. Does the item spark joy? Kondo begins by sharing her personal journey and lifelong fascination with organization, which led her to develop the KonMari method. She describes the trial and error of various conventional tidying methods she tried, only to find them temporarily effective or too focused on discarding for the sake of minimalism. Her breakthrough realization was that tidying should be centered on retaining items that bring happiness and joy, rather than solely on eliminating excess. The introduction outlines the transformative power of a decluttered space. Kondo asserts that tidying up is not just about creating a neat home, but about enhancing the quality of your life. She argues that a clutter-free environment leads to a clearer and more serene mind, which in turn allows for more joy, creativity, and fulfillment in one's life. By confronting and choosing which possessions truly matter, individuals can redefine their relationship with their material belongings, leading to a more intentional and joyful existence. Kondo promises that the KonMari method is a one-time, comprehensive approach to tidying that, when properly implemented, ensures one will never revert to clutter again. The process involves sorting through every item in one's possession, category by category, and asking oneself if it sparks joy. Those items that do not are thanked for their service and let go. The introduction to The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up not only presents the core principles of the KonMari method, but also invites readers to embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation through the act of tidying. Kondo positions tidying as a pivotal step towards leading a more mindful and joyful life, setting the tone for the detailed guidance that follows in the subsequent chapters. Chapter 1. Why Can't I Keep My House in Order? In this chapter, the author explores the common pitfalls and misconceptions about tidying that prevent people from maintaining a consistently organized home. She outlines several key reasons why traditional approaches to tidying often fail, offering insights into how her KonMari method addresses these issues. The flawed focus of conventional tidying. Kondo begins by critiquing the conventional wisdom surrounding tidying, which often emphasizes discarding items based on frequency of use, necessity, or the misguided aspiration to minimalism. She points out that this focus on elimination overlooks the more crucial question of what we should cherish. According to Kondo, the primary goal of tidying should be to surround ourselves with items that spark joy, thus transforming our space into one that inspires happiness and fulfillment. The issue with tidying little by little. Another common mistake, Kondo notes, is the approach of tidying little by little. This method tends to create a never-ending cycle of clutter, as people continuously move items around without addressing the underlying issue of having too many possessions that don't bring joy. Kondo argues that this incremental approach is ineffective because it doesn't allow individuals to confront their belongings as a whole and make decisive actions about what truly matters to them. The psychological impact of clutter. Kondo also delves into the psychological effects of clutter, explaining how a disorganized space can lead to stress, anxiety, and a pervasive sense of unease. She suggests that clutter not only occupies physical space, but also weighs heavily on our minds, hindering our ability to focus and relax. By holding on to items that don't spark joy, we tether ourselves to past experiences, fears, and unfulfilled ambitions, which can prevent us from living fully in the present. The importance of a tidying marathon. To combat these issues, Kondo advocates for a one-time intensive tidying marathon. This approach involves going through all of one's belongings in a systematic category-by-category manner and asking whether each item sparks joy. By doing so, individuals can effectively reset their space and their mindset, leading to a more organized and joyful living environment. Kondo emphasizes that this method allows for a transformative experience, as it not only declutters the home, but also changes the way people perceive and interact with their possessions. Chapter 1 sets the stage for the KonMari method by highlighting the limitations of traditional tidying methods and the importance of adopting a mindset focused on joy. Kondo's insights challenge readers to rethink their approach to organizing their space, encouraging a more thoughtful and intentional relationship with their belongings. This foundational chapter establishes the principles that will guide readers through the process of transforming their homes and, by extension, their lives, into spaces of joy and serenity. Chapter 2. Finish discarding first. In this chapter, the author emphasizes the critical step of thoroughly discarding items that do not spark joy before attempting any organization or storage solutions. This chapter lays out the foundational principle of the KonMari method, that tidying must begin with a decisive and comprehensive elimination of clutter. Kondo articulates the process and rationale behind this principle, underscoring its importance for achieving a truly tidy and harmonious living space. The primacy of discarding. Kondo asserts that effective tidying requires confronting one's belongings en masse to fully grasp the scale of what one owns. This initial step is crucial because it forces individuals to acknowledge the sheer volume of their possessions, many of which may no longer serve a purpose or bring happiness. By doing so, people can make more mindful decisions about what to keep in their lives. The joy-checking process. Central to the discarding process is the act of holding each item and asking oneself, does this spark joy? Kondo explains that this question is not merely sentimental, but serves as a practical criterion for deciding which items to keep. Items that evoke a positive emotional response are worth keeping, while those that do not should be thanked for their service and let go. This method shifts the focus from what we should get rid of to what we truly want to keep, fostering a more positive and intentional relationship with our belongings. Overcoming common pitfalls. Kondo addresses several common obstacles people face during the discarding phase. These include the fear of letting go, the guilt of waste, and the challenge of discarding items with sentimental value. She offers guidance on how to navigate these emotional hurdles, emphasizing the importance of focusing on the joy that items bring into our lives. By letting go of possessions that no longer serve us, we make room for those that do, enhancing our overall happiness and satisfaction. The sequential order of discarding. The chapter also introduces the specific order in which items should be tackled during the tidying process. Start with clothes, then books, papers, kimono, miscellaneous items, and, finally, sentimental items. This sequence is designed to gradually build one's decision-making skills and sensitivity to joy, preparing them for the more challenging categories as they progress. The impact of discarding. Kondo describes the transformative effect that a thorough discarding phase can have on individuals and their spaces. Not only does it result in a less cluttered and more organized home, but it also brings about a profound sense of freedom and lightness. People often discover a clearer understanding of what they value and a renewed appreciation for the items they choose to keep. Finish discarding first is a pivotal chapter that lays the groundwork for the KonMari method's approach to tidying. By prioritizing the elimination of items that do not spark joy, Marie Kondo sets the stage for a tidying process that is as much about personal reflection and self-discovery as it is about creating a neat and orderly home. This chapter underscores the idea that tidying is not just a physical task, but an emotional journey towards living a more joyful and meaningful life. Chapter 3. Tidying by category works like magic. In this chapter, the author introduces a pivotal aspect of the KonMari method, the approach of tidying items by category rather than by location. This chapter explains why categorizing items is more effective for decluttering and organizing, and it outlines the specific categories and order in which tidying should be carried out. Kondo's methodical approach is designed to prevent the cycle of moving clutter from one area to another, ensuring a more lasting and transformative tidying experience. The problem with location-based tidying. Kondo begins by highlighting the inefficiency of the common practice of tidying room by room. She points out that this method often leads to merely shifting items from one location to another, without truly confronting the overall volume of belongings or making significant decisions about what to keep and what to discard. The location-based approach can result in repeated tidying efforts that never fully resolve the underlying issue of clutter. The logic of category-based tidying. Switching to a category-based approach, Kondo argues, addresses these issues by forcing individuals to deal with all items of a certain type at once, no matter where they are stored in the home. This method makes it easier to recognize redundancies and to make coherent decisions about what items truly bring joy and which do not. By focusing on categories, tidiers can more clearly see the extent of their possessions and are better positioned to make thoughtful choices about what to keep. The specific categories and their order. Kondo outlines the specific categories in the KonMari method, which are to be tackled in the following order: clothes, books, papers, kimono, miscellaneous items, and sentimental items. This sequence is strategic. It starts with items that are typically less emotionally charged and progressively moves towards more sentimentally significant items. This gradual escalation allows individuals to hone their decision-making and joy-identifying skills as they move through the categories, making the process more manageable and effective. Clothes. Tidying begins with clothes because they are usually the most abundant and the least emotionally complex. Kondo instructs readers to gather all their clothing items in one place, then pick up each piece one by one to determine if it sparks joy. Books. Next are books, which Kondo recognizes can be challenging for those who love to read. However, she encourages tidiers to consider which books are truly meaningful to them, suggesting that the process can also rekindle a love for the books they choose to keep. Papers. Papers are tackled third. Kondo advises a policy of discarding as much as possible, keeping only those documents that are currently necessary or have long-term importance. Kimono, miscellaneous items. This broad category encompasses a variety of items, from kitchen goods to hobby supplies. Kondo recommends breaking it down into smaller subcategories to manage it effectively. Sentimental items. The final category is for items with sentimental value. By the time tidiers reach this stage, they have practiced making decisions based on joy, which helps them handle these emotionally charged belongings with greater clarity and purpose. In Tidying by Category Works Like Magic, Kondo presents a clear and systematic approach to decluttering that aims to revolutionize the way people think about their possessions and their space. By addressing items category by category, the KonMari method promotes a thorough and mindful tidying process that not only declutters the home, but also instills a lasting sense of joy and order. Chapter 4. Storing Your Things to Make Your Life Shine. In this chapter, the author shifts focus from the process of discarding to the equally important task of storing and organizing the items that spark joy and have been chosen to remain. This chapter is foundational in demonstrating how thoughtful storage can enhance the joy and functionality of one's living space, ensuring that the tidying process leads to lasting change. The philosophy of storage. Kondo introduces the chapter with the philosophy that every item should have a designated place. This principle is not just about organization for its own sake, but about showing respect for the items that bring us joy. By assigning a specific spot for each item, we ensure that our spaces remain tidy and that our belongings are cared for properly. This approach also makes it easier to find items when needed, reducing stress and increasing the overall enjoyment of our home. Visualizing your ideal space. Before diving into specific storage techniques, Kondo encourages readers to visualize their ideal lifestyle and how they want their space to look. This visualization serves as a guide for how to organize and store items, ensuring that the end result aligns with one's personal values and desires. The art of folding. One of the most iconic aspects of the KonMari method is Kondo's specific technique for folding clothes. She advocates for folding most items into a compact shape that allows them to stand upright. This method not only saves space but also makes it easier to see and access everything in a drawer, reducing the likelihood of disorder. Kondo provides detailed instructions for folding various types of clothing, emphasizing that this process can be a form of appreciation for the clothes we wear. Storing items vertically. Extending the principle of vertical storage beyond clothing, Kondo suggests applying this approach to other items where possible. For example, storing books, papers, and even cooking utensils vertically can maximize space and improve visibility. This method challenges traditional storage habits and encourages a reevaluation of how we use space in our homes. Respecting your belongings. Throughout the chapter, Kondo emphasizes the importance of treating belongings with respect and gratitude. This perspective not only enhances the tidying process, but also fosters a more mindful and appreciative relationship with our possessions. Storage, in the KonMari method, is not merely about organization, but about honoring the items that contribute to our happiness. The impact of tidy storage. Kondo concludes the chapter by reflecting on the transformative power of proper storage. By carefully selecting and storing items that spark joy, we can create a living environment that reflects our ideal lifestyle. This environment, in turn, supports us in leading a more joyful and fulfilling life. Storing your things to make your life shine. Extends the tidying process into the realm of storage and organization, presenting it as an essential step towards creating a joyful and serene home. Marie Kondo's detailed guidance on folding and storing items serves not just as practical advice, but as a philosophy for living with mindfulness and appreciation for the joy that our possessions can bring. Chapter 5. The Magic of Tidying. Dramatically transforms your life. In this chapter, the author concludes the life-changing magic of tidying up by reflecting on the profound, far-reaching impacts that a thorough tidying process can have on various aspects of one's life. This chapter is a testament to the transformative power of the KonMari method, extending beyond mere physical decluttering to foster significant personal growth and improvement in overall well-being. Transformations beyond the home. Kondo shares numerous anecdotes from her clients, illustrating how the act of tidying and embracing a clutter-free living space has led to positive changes in their personal and professional lives. These stories underscore the idea that tidying is not just about organizing one's physical space, but also about setting the stage for positive life changes. Improved relationships. One of the significant areas of transformation Kondo highlights is in personal relationships. Clients report that decluttering their homes has led to clearer communication with family members, a more harmonious home life, and even the strength to leave negative relationships. By removing physical clutter, individuals find themselves removing emotional clutter as well, leading to healthier, more joyful relationships. Career advancements. Kondo also touches on the impact of tidying on one's career. Clients have found that the clarity and focus gained from having a tidy space have translated into increased productivity and creativity at work. Some have been inspired to pursue new career paths or hobbies that are more aligned with their true passions, attributing these bold steps to the confidence and clarity gained from the tidying process. Personal well-being. At the core of the KonMari method is the pursuit of joy, and Kondo emphasizes how tidying up can significantly enhance one's personal well-being. Clients describe feeling lighter, more positive, and more capable of enjoying the present moment. The process of determining what brings joy has helped individuals rediscover their interests, values, and aspirations, leading to a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life, a mindful and joyful way of living. Kondo argues that the act of tidying and maintaining a clutter-free environment promotes mindfulness and intentionality in all areas of life. By continuously choosing to surround themselves with items that spark joy, individuals cultivate a habit of recognizing and pursuing joy in other aspects of their lives. This mindful approach leads to a more contented, joyful way of living. The magic of tidying dramatically transforms your life, brings the book to a powerful close. reiterating the message that tidying is much more than a mere physical act. It is a transformative process that can lead to significant improvements in personal relationships, career satisfaction, and overall happiness. Marie Kondo's final chapter leaves readers with a profound understanding of the impact that tidying can have on their lives, encouraging them to embark on their tidying journey not just as a means to declutter their homes, but as a path to a more joyful and fulfilled life. Throughout the book, Marie Kondo encourages readers to focus on what brings them joy and to cherish the items they choose to keep. The KonMari method is not just about decluttering, but also about appreciating the things that matter most in life. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Click subscribe and hit the bell to be the first to enjoy our upcoming audiobooks.